In the mid-20th century, humanity looked up at the stars and felt a profound sense of scientific optimism. We believed that as our technology advanced, we were preparing to join an enlightened community of cosmic neighbors. In 1974, scientists gathered at the massive Arecibo radio telescope in Puerto Rico to do something deliberately provocative. They fired a high-powered radio transmission, known as the Arecibo message, directly toward a cluster of stars 25,000 light-years away. That signal broadcasted a detailed map of our solar system, a pixelated image of a human being, and the precise double helix structure of our DNA. We freely volunteered our exact biological makeup and our cosmic address. Ever since that momentous day, that transmission has been continuously racing through the interstellar vacuum at the speed of light. For decades, we have kept our receivers pointed at the sky, eagerly waiting to intercept a friendly reply. But our loud, welcoming shout into the dark has been met with absolute, deafening silence. Nobody has answered. The universe is nearly 14 billion years old, and it contains trillions of planetary systems. Statistically, given that immense time frame and the sheer volume of habitable worlds, the logic holds that the cosmos should be overflowing with advanced spacefaring civilizations. This contradiction is known as the Fermi Paradox. If the emergence of intelligent life is a mathematical certainty, we have to ask why our instruments haven't picked up a single errant radio whisper, exhaust plume, or megastructure from anyone else. The profound quiet of the night sky might not be a passive emptiness. It behaves much more like an active, terrifying symptom of a hidden truth. To understand this silence, we turn to a theoretical framework called cosmic sociology. This concept strips away human ideas of morality, diplomacy, and ethics, focusing entirely on the raw mechanics of species survival. The framework relies on two unyielding axioms. First, the primary overriding need of any civilization is simply to survive. Second, civilizations will continuously grow, innovate, and endlessly expand outward from their origin point. These drives run headfirst into a severe limiting factor. The total amount of usable matter and resources in the universe is strictly finite and constant. When you combine an endless drive for expansion with a strictly limited pool of resources, the universe inevitably becomes a zero-sum game. Eventually, expanding civilizations will collide and compete for the exact same space. Under these conditions, interstellar conflict doesn't require evil intentions or malice. It is a cold, mathematical necessity of resource management. This interstellar competition is further complicated by the universe's most rigid and unavoidable mechanical flaw, the absolute speed limit of light. Vast interstellar distances mean a simple greeting and reply take tens of thousands of years. This delay creates the chain of suspicion. Even if peaceful, neither civilization can verify the other's intentions in time, creating an unbreakable loop of paranoia. Now, factor in a phenomenon called the technological leap. A species that is primitive today might experience a sudden, explosive jump in progress tomorrow. Because communication takes so long, a seemingly harmless neighbor could transform into a highly advanced, godlike threat in the centuries it takes for your peaceful message to reach them. In an environment where taking the time to trust the unknown carries the immediate risk of extinction, the only mathematically sound strategy for any advanced species is preemptive elimination. This brings us to the central metaphor that answers the Fermi paradox. Imagine the universe as a vast, pitch-black forest at night. Every surviving civilization in this forest is a heavily armed, deeply terrified hunter, sneaking silently through the trees, trying not to snap a single twig. The hunter operates on a strict protocol. If they detect any other life, regardless of its innocence, they must instantly open fire to eliminate a potential future threat. This silence is a survival strategy. In the cosmic dark forest, civilizations only survive by remaining hidden. The noisy ones have already been exterminated. Applying this theory to Earth changes the narrative of our history. We have spent the last century walking through this dark forest holding up a torch, shouting to see if anyone is out there. For the past century, our television broadcasts and early radio signals have been blindly leaking outward into space, expanding continuously in all directions. More recently, our modern radar pings and high-powered astronomical broadcasts have been aggressively transmitting our coordinates and technological level to the broader galaxy. Our innocent curiosity has constructed an ever-expanding sphere of noise. Under the rules of the dark forest, we have effectively broadcasted a death warrant to unseen apex predators. When a superior hunter finally detects these signals, they will not send diplomats to negotiate. They won't even send an invading army to conquer us. They will simply deploy a relativistic kill vehicle, a dense weapon hurtling through the vacuum at near light speed, executing a clean, silent strike. This object would strike our planet with the kinetic force of 1,000,000 nuclear detonations, instantly annihilating Earth before the light of the weapon could even reach our telescopes. So the next time you look up at the starlit sky, remember that you might not be looking at a peaceful void. You might be staring down the barrel of a loaded gun, held by someone waiting for us to make just a little too much noise. Are we alone in the dark, or are we being watched right now?